Play with your mama, not me. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name's Adrienne if you're new, and if you're not new, welcome back to another motherfucking video. It has come to my attention by my girl Shantasia that y'all don't know me. So of course we're here doing a get to know me, get ready with me. This video is just gonna be a few topics that I feel like y'all should know about me, as well as some questions that I'm answering from Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you go ahead and follow your girl. We're about to go ahead and get into this video, but first make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me get into Al Green and them crib. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. Also, ignore this. This is my mom. It's the storage from the living room. Okay. Hey y'all, what's up? So it was brought to my attention by my girl Shantasia. Shantasia, if you watching this, hey girl, and I hope that's how you pronounce your name. I really am not trying to butcher it, but basically she's a new girl to the channel, and she said that she loves my content, but she doesn't have like a get to know me. There's nothing to get to know me. And I said, wow, I really have never done one of these. So like, do y'all know me? Like, I feel like if you watch the vlogs, you know me. There's a lot of y'all that know me better than I know myself. But when she said that, I was like, oh wow, I don't think I've ever done like a get to know me type of video. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do a little get to know me, and we're gonna be doing my makeup because today is solo date day. I haven't been on a solo date in so long, and I don't have my glasses on, so please bear with me, bear with me. Y'all know I need my glasses to see, but I'm also trying to do my makeup. So I screenshotted the questions that y'all wanted to ask me, and I'm just gonna like pop them on the screen. Before we get into the questions, my name is Adrienne. I don't know if I ever told y'all that. So my name is actually Adrienne, but most people are too lazy to say my full name, so I just say Adrienne, and that's what I call myself. Like when I introduce myself to people, I just be like, hey, my name's Adrienne. Either somebody's gonna be the person that's like, no, I'm gonna pronounce your name. And it's always so funny. It's always at least one person like this that's like, no, your mama named you Adrienne, I'm gonna say all 3 syllables. And every time they call my name, they make it either like Rocky, Adrienne, all the time. Every time, never fails. Or they like sound like a teacher, like a principal. You know how you used to get called over the overhead to the office? Well, if you were like me, you would get called on the overhead to the office. Say your whole name. Can I have Adrienne to the front office? Adrienne. So yeah, I just say Adrienne, and if you remember it, you remember it. If you don't, you don't. So yes, my name is Adrienne. These are like the basics. So yes, my name is Adrienne. I go by Adree. The nickname Adree actually came up in college because I had a homeboy. His name is Tevin. He's still my homeboy till this day. He was like, what's your name? This is when we first met. We met in chemistry class, I believe. And he was like, what's your name? And I was like, Adrienne. And he was like, oh, okay. Well, what do they call you? And I was like, Adrienne. Because nobody outside of my family has ever given me a nickname. And so I'm telling him this. I'm like, well, I don't really have a nickname. My friends just call me Adrienne. And he was like, well, how about Adree? And I was like, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you not to call me that, so yeah. And that is where Adree was born, the name Adree. So yeah, shout out to Tevin for coming up with the nickname Adree. That was back in 2015, and yeah, I started my channel in 2020, so I knew people wouldn't know how to pronounce my name by the spelling alone. People also call me Adrienne, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, I can see it, but we all should have been hooked on phonics, you know what I'm saying? And so I just was like, my name is really Adree, you know, like it's really Adree. Next of the basic get to know me questions. I'm 27 years old, and yes, I still live with my parents. It's not unfortunate, it is a blessing, and like to be surrounded by family every day. Y'all see my little brother always in my vlogs. I live a very real life, regular life. I don't try to hide anything or anything like that. It just is what it is. It's my circumstance, and that's what it is. It's just my circumstance. I'm never judging anybody for how they live. You know, times is hard, child. That once again is my reality, and I'm so grateful to be living with my family, even though it can be hard at times, but you know, it is what it is. The eyebrows look good so far. That was good. That was real quick too. I went to Sam Houston State University. If y'all don't know where that is, it is in Huntsville, Texas, which is the middle of nowhere. But I tell you, Huntsville was a time. The memories that I created at that school, crazy. It's so crazy to me. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish. Hold on, I can't talk and do my brows at the same time, child. Hold on. We got the outline part done. I still carve my brows out. You know, and I love the fact that we are getting back to wearing makeup for real, for real. Like, I just feel like in the summertime, I don't want to wear makeup like that. If it's the summertime, I'm definitely down for the natural look. But I love a good beat. Love a beat. And once I learn how to do my eyeshadows for real, oof, y'all gonna be sick of me. Those brows are stunning. So yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to finish my second semester of my junior year. I experienced my very first episode of real depression. So basically I had to drop out and I ended up losing my financial aid. Technically I do only have 1 year left of school, but child, that's in God's hands now. My hands small and it's still a very sore subject for me. So I just, you know, have to let go and let God when it comes to that. So I think that's it as far as like the basic get to know me questions. So now let's get into the ones that y'all asked me on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, what are you doing? The first question is, are you a part of the D9? Yes, I am. I wear pink and green and I crossed spring of 19. But that is a separate part of my life that I like to keep separate. You know? Next question. How did you lose your chest weight? This is so funny to me because I'm like, dang, nobody knows this? Like, how do people not know this about me? But I got surgery, child. I got surgery. I went under the knife and I don't regret it at all. I love my decision. I love the results. I'm just so grateful that I even had the opportunity. Thank you, Lord. Because girl, when I tell you, that used to be a struggle for me. A struggle. Somebody asked, what do I do for a living? I am a full-time content creator and living with my parents affords me the ability to do so. So if you don't have the ability to do so, girl, keep your 9 to 5, okay? Keep you a good job. I am never the one to tell somebody to quit their job to pursue this full time unless you like hit it big for real. Girl, keep your job. If you got bills to pay, keep your job. My baby Destiny asked me a question. She said, what are some challenges that you face frequently? Love you, Bookie. I love you too, Bookaroots. My challenges are more so like self-inflicted. Self-doubt is a big one, and then also probably remaining focused. I'm a girl with ADHD. My mind goes everywhere all the time. And I have to like squirrel, bring myself back because I will get off task real quick. Real quick. The next question is any content advice. My advice will be to create content that you love, create content that you like, create stuff that you like watching. Don't just be out here like replicating content and that's not even like you know? It's gonna get hard to keep up with that same content, or you're always gonna be like constantly chasing trends, you know? You don't wanna fall into that trap of chasing trends, girl, because when I tell you, been there, done that, wrote a book about it, got an award for it, it is a hard knock life. That stuff will mess up your mental health real quick, especially if it's not performing. Like, how you chasing a trend and the trend ain't performing? That's nuts, you know? Like that, I'm telling you, don't do it. So yeah, create stuff that you like, create things that you would like to watch, create things that inspire you. Like, I don't know. I feel like now I'm in my digital, what is it called? My digital, I don't want to call it a digital journal, but like just acknowledging the era that I'm in and being okay with that. Yes, would it be nice to live in a high rise and you know, had a nice car and all this good stuff? For sure. But do I want to get that stuff and be struggling to keep up with it? No. Do I want to get that stuff and then be sad all the time? No, I don't want that. I want to get to where I want to be in God's timing, because child, one thing I have learned through this journey is that rushing things or rushing the process, it never ends the way that you are anticipating. Like, yeah, you might get it. You might get exactly what you wanted and then miss out on something better or greater when you could have been sticking to the plan, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of been my theory, is stick to the plan and create something that you love, you know, so that you're not looking back or stuck making content that you don't even really like. I just feel like some of the best advice that I've gotten on this journey is to literally enjoy your journey and be true to who you are. It's not easy being a trendsetter because you can feel like sometimes your content isn't getting viewed and like you're not finding your audience, but I feel like it's really true when they say the more you create it or the more you do what you love, that's when you start to attract people that love what you love, you know? Because sometimes people don't even know what they like, child. A lot of times people don't know what they like. So they just out here searching for what they like, and they might come across your stuff and be like, oh no, this is fire. This is dope. And I'm saying this as a person who was once in that position of, I don't know if I should create this content because what if people don't like it? And that question, what if they do, has been changing my life moment by moment. How has your single season changed your type and partner? Child. Completely. This has been the most eye-opening experience that I have ever, I'm talking about as far as like dating, have ever gone through. I used to be very surface level when it came to dating. I am not gonna cap to you. Are you fly? Do you look good? Do you smell good? And which those things are still very important to me. But now it's definitely about character for me. Character is huge for me now. Huge! Ooh wee! Now I look at the way that a man treats people around him. I look at like his tenacity, his morals, his values. Hold on, child. Gotta get up under this eye. Temperament. Ooh. Temperament is huge. But most importantly, I look at the way that he treats me. I think that right there, that's all of them combined. But that is important. That's the most important thing to me. Those are the things that I focus on now, child. Especially how you treat me. Your looks and the way you smell and the way you dress will get you in the door. But I would quickly close that door with you on the other side of it if all of those other things that I mentioned. Play with your mama, not me. Can we expect 12 days of Valentine's? You know, we're gonna pray on that. Oh, I'm not supposed to be laughing. I gotta let my stuff sit first. Hold on. Top 5 places to shop for fashion / clothes. Y'all, I really shop at all of the basic girl spots. I think the only difference is that when I'm shopping on these sites, I look for quality and not like quality and longevity and not just for the moment. Don't get me wrong, some pieces I do shop for just the moment, especially if I'm going on vacation. But if I'm not going on vacation, child, I am shopping for stuff that I can see myself wearing the rest of the year. My top 5 places would be Shein, which did y'all hear they closing Shein down for real? The Rico done got him. See, this is the problem, I play too much. So Shein, Fashion Nova, J Lux, Cider. Cider is a really good spot that I just kind of really started dabbling in. And then I love a good boutique. Next up is, what is your horoscope? Now, I don't know if a horoscope is different between that and your zodiac sign because I don't check my horoscope. Like, because I think horoscopes are something that you check daily or something like that. I don't check my horoscope, but I'm a Libra, if that... I know some people, whenever I tell them that, they are so surprised. They're like, you're a Libra? I'm like, are you mad at me? I thought we were just vibing. Where are you from and where do you reside? I am born and bred in Houston, Texas, and I still currently live here. This was one of the biggest ones, and so I left it kind of towards the end. But a lot of people ask me, what made me start content creation, or what made me become a YouTuber? Y'all, honestly, okay, I'm gonna give y'all the full backstory. So back in 2020, I told y'all I was in a very dark space. My depression had got really bad, and it was because I was in a place where I felt like so many people hated me for just being myself, and that stuff sent me spiraling because I'm like, what? Like, what did I do to you? I didn't anything to you. And so yeah, I was just like in a space where I was needing an outlet. I didn't want to leave my room. I didn't want to leave my house. I just felt like everywhere I went, someone didn't like me. So yeah, I felt like I was trapped in my own mind. I decided that if I'm gonna be trapped in my own mind, I might as well talk to people who don't know me, number one. And also, I didn't think anybody would be listening. So I started a YouTube channel. When I first started my channel, I was allowing myself to be just as weird and random. Mind you, I lived in my own apartment at the time. I had nothing but space and opportunity, and I was just being weird, being me. And then I decided to go to a brunch with my best friend and her aunts. And I've always been fashionable, always been stylish, you know what I'm saying? But we were at the brunch and they were talking about my outfit. And they were like, oh my God, it's so cute. Like, where'd you get it from? Blah, blah, blah. And I think at the time, the only place that I really knew to shop online was Fashion Nova and Boohoo. I'm telling the aunts like, yeah, I got this from Boohoo. I'm gonna show y'all the picture. I'm gonna insert it right here. It wasn't a good picture, but anyway. So I'm telling them like, yeah, I got it from Boohoo. And they were like, have you ever tried Shein? And this was before Shein was big. This was like when Shein first hit the block, where you didn't know if you was gonna get a t-shirt or a piece of paper. They were like, you should try Shein. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. Mind you, I'm already in this space of just being weird and being random on the internet because nobody's listening. Literally, the only people who were subscribed to me at the time were somebody I was dating, my little brother, and probably my mom. I had like 3 subscribers. I was like, ain't nobody really watching. Like, these people don't even watch my videos. I wasn't getting no views. I think maybe I was getting like 15 views at the most, you know what I'm saying? And it's so funny to me now because really thinking about it, that's wild. I ended up making a purchase at Shein. I'm telling you, I bought like 40 pieces for $100. That's when Shein and for real. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just show people how I style things because I'll be bored. At this point, the pandemic had just started. I was working at H-E-B and one night I came home and I had got my Shein package. The Shein package had came in and I was like, well, you know what? Let me just record myself seeing what the pieces are like because I had never, once again, shopped at Shein. So right before I opened the package, I was like, you know what? I should record my reaction to this. I was like, you know, it might be funny. It might be fun because you never know. You know, at that point, I was like, I don't even know if I'm getting real clothes because Shein had nothing but pictures. There were no models. There wasn't anybody like really trying on the clothes. And I was like, well, how are we supposed to know if these real? Especially if you're getting 40 pieces for $100. That's kind of nuts. I recorded myself opening up that package. And I recorded my reactions to all of the pieces. I opened that package, I recorded all the pieces, I styled them, and of course I'm being weird because once again, nobody's watching, nobody's listening in my head. I got that first Shein package maybe in February or March of 2020. I recorded it when I got it, like that same night after I got home from work. And then I don't think I even posted that video until April or May of 2020. Like I was just literally sitting on the footage. Like I still do. Ooh. First of all, it was a lot of work. I'm like, how am I gonna edit all this down, X, Y, and Z? So it was a lot of work trying to figure out how to edit that, along with me just like not wanting to do it. But someone was randomly like, just post it, like post it. And so that's what I did. I wasn't expecting that video to blow up and I got my first 1,000 subscribers by July, I believe. Yeah, the rest is history. I was like, okay, well, people like me being weird and they like me being fly. So I just kept being weird and being fly. The next question kind of goes along with this same one, and it is what keeps you going. For me, when I commit to something, I'm committed to it. I typically don't give up until God is like, okay, baby, let it go. And if I don't hear that from God, I'm like, okay, am I having fun doing this, you know? And I have so much fun doing YouTube and talking to people. Like I love interacting with people. People love to talk to me randomly. It's always somebody randomly talking to me, telling me their deepest life stories. When I go to the grocery store, like we're standing in front of the oranges and you're telling me about your son's baby mama and all this good stuff. And It's always so interesting to me because you really never know what's going on in people's lives. And I don't know, just that connection, it keeps me feeling like this is something that I should be doing, or this is something that could be a part of my process. I'm committed. We absolutely are going until the wheels fall off. So yeah, that's what keeps me motivated. You know, it does get hard, especially when your motivations don't align with your financial goals or your financial reasoning. Do not get me wrong at all. It does get hard. Like I said, this is just a part of my journey, and I'm learning to enjoy the journey more than anticipating the destination. So yeah, that connection and actually being able to connect with people globally is so nuts to me. Like, it's always so crazy, and I'm always so grateful for y'all for even taking the time to watch me, for even, I don't know, just sharing my videos, just being here. It's so, I'm finna cry. So we're gonna stop talking about it. But I'm so grateful, and I love y'all, and I appreciate every last one of y'all. Everybody who's watching this video. The last 2 questions are pretty quick, so we're just gonna go through them. The first one is, describe yourself in 3 words. 3 words to describe me. I would say understanding, hilarious, and compassionate. Y'all see that? That was a little design essentials. What's this? The agave and lavender silk press collection one. Okay. Shout out to Design Essentials. Last one is, what are your hobbies? So I would say my hobbies are doing my nails. I love to do my nails. I feel like hobbies are things that you don't want to capitalize on or monetize. Playing solitaire. I love solitaire. I will play solitaire in the middle of the club. Actually, I have played solitaire in the middle of the club, and yeah, I love solitaire, so I play it all the time. And the last thing would probably be finding new music. I love to find new music. I love running across new artists. I love it when people be posting their favorite artists on their stories and stuff. Like, that's my jam. I love new music. I love music in general. Woo! This is good, huh? No, the makeup came out great. We look good. I don't even got my glasses on and I can see we look good. If y'all are interested in any of the products that I used today, I will leave them all linked down below for y'all. I hope y'all feel a little bit closer to me. I hope y'all feel like y'all got to know me a little bit better. If you have any other questions for me, you can leave them down below, and maybe we'll do like a life update or like another chit chat get ready with me. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next one.